Let us discuss about the flagellar movement and ciliary movement. Ciliary movement is performed by ciliate protist by Paramecium, Verticella, Acinata, like that. Mastigophorans protozoans having locomotory structures called flagella. Okay, student. For example, Euglena, Astasia, Paranema, Monas, Chylomonas, Cryptomonas. Okay. Already you know different types of the flagella, different number of the flagella shows by protozoans. Okay. Now, flagellar and ciliary movement is by swimming locomotion, flagellar locomotion, ciliary locomotion. First one, swimming locomotion. Swimming locomotion is performed by cilia and the flagella. Student. And by the Hyman, scientist Hyman, flagella and cilia are called undulipodia. Flagella and cilia called undulipodia. Students, parasites which lives in the body of another host, another animal for habitat and the food. These are having flagella or the cilia. Shows locomotion, swimming type of the locomotion. Helps in moving on water, moving in water and the body fluids in the host body. Students, ciliary locomotion is performed by both type of the locomotory structures called cilia and flagella. Another, students, bending movement of the flagellum. Bending movement of the flagella. Bending movement of the flagella is performed by functioning of the deinonyms. Students, deinonyms which connects the peripheral doublets by utilization of the ATP molecules, energy, utilization of the energy provided by ATP molecules. Student, at the time of the bending movement of the flagellum, these are deinonyms plays main role. Deinonyms are act as a protein motor molecules. Student, these are considered as a protein motor molecules, mainly used in bending movement of the flagellum or cilia. Student, at the time of the bending movement, cilia or the flagella bends to the one side, or pushes the fluid media and forms the right angle to points of its attachment, body attachment. Student, in the bending movement of the flagellum and the cilia, these are peripheral doublets. Students, both are connected with the deinonyms, attaches with the deinonyms by the utilization of the ATP molecules. These are shows the slide past each other. Microtubules of the doublets shows the slide past, and at the same time anchorage in cell, position of the movement is also there, and at the same time by the utilization of the energy molecules, ATP molecules, entire the flagella is bends to one side, which causes the bending movement of flagellum. Student, in the bending movement of the flagellum, sliding of the microtubules, it is possible. Bending movement of the flagellum is possible by the sliding of microtubules. Sliding of the microtubules. And these are the microtubules, doublets, attaches with the dyninomes. Dyninomes which shows the complex cycle of the movement. Dyninomes which shows the complex cycle of the movement at the time of bending movement, student. By utilization of the energy is produced by ATP molecules. Dyninomes shows the complex cycle movement. It causes sliding of the microtubules present in each doublet, student. Okay, and energy is provided by ATP molecules. At that time dyninomes are act as a sites of ATP's activity. Dyninomes are act as a sites of ATP's activity. Each doublet, if you observe 9+2 arrangement of the axoneme, cross section of the axoneme. Each doublet attaches to the adjacent doublet. And dyninomes pulls the adjacent doublet, student. And doublets are slide past each other. And in opposite direction, slide past each other is in opposite direction, student. Slide past each other in opposite direction. Okay, this is the microtubule. Okay, and slide past each other in opposite direction, moves in opposite direction. Okay, and doublets, these are the doublets. Peripheral doublets are held in their position because of these are attached with the radial spokes, held in place by the radial spokes. Okay, student, cannot slide past much because these are the doublets are attached to the radial spokes. Okay, because slide past is not much. Okay, instead they are curved to the one side, student. Okay, this is the bending movement of the flagellum and the cilia. Students, now about flagellar locomotion. Locomotion by flagellum in mastigophore protozoans. Three types of the movement that shows by flagellum in protozoans, mastigophore protozoans. First one is undulation movement. Second one is sidewise lash movement. Third one is simple conical gyration movement. What about undulation movement? Students, these are the diagrams that shows the undulation movement in protozoans, in flagellates. This is the organism's body. This is the flagellum, student. This is the whip-like structure called flagellum. Student, this is the body. This is the flagellum. Two organisms, protozoans. Undulatory movement from base to the tip, student. This is the flagellum base part, this is the tip part. Undulation movement from base to tip. Student, this is the arrow mark that shows the undulatory movement from base to the tip, student. Base to the tip. Undulatory movement, wave-like movement from the base to the tip. That is causes generates or produces pushing force like a propeller of a boat, and at the same time organism pushed to backwards. Student, it is one of the undulation movement. Next, undulation from tip to base. Now opposite, tip to the base. Undulation from tip to the base, wave like movement start from the tip towards the base. Student, and at the same time it causes the pulling force. It produces one type of the force that is called pulling force like a propeller of an aeroplane. Student, and organism pulled forwards, Student, organism just moves to forward. Okay, and another type of the movement, if you observe, flagellum bends to one side. Student, this is the flagellum bends to one side and shows wave like after bend to one side. This is the flagellum, shows the wave like movement from the base to the tip. Student, and organisms moves laterally in opposite direction. Student, organism moves laterally from this place to this place. Okay, this is about the undulatory movement that she shows by the flagellum in Mastigophora and protozoans. Next, another sidewise lash movement. Sidewise lash movement that consists of two types of the strokes. Student, one is the effective stroke, second one is the recovery stroke. What about the effective stroke? Flagellum becomes rigid, flagellum comes into strong position, becomes into rigid, and bends to one side. Flagellum after rigid, this is bends to the one side and beats the water with the organism which lives in the water. Flagellum becomes rigid and bends to the one side and beats the water, beat against the water, and it is the beating is a right angle to the body axis. Okay, student, and if you observe beating against the water, this is the water media. Flagellum bends to the one side, beat against the water forcefully. This is the beating against the water is forms a right angle to the body axis. Student, okay, and at the same time organisms moves forward, Student. Okay, next, and the recovery stroke. What about the recovery stroke? Recovery stroke, flagellum now become into soft, and this is the flagellum shows least resistance to the water and moves backward to its original position, comes into original position against flagellum. This is called recovery stroke, effective stroke and the recovery stroke. These two types of the strokes present in sidewise lash movement. Next, third one, simple conical gyration movement. Flagellum turns like a screw. Student, flagellum in position, this is a turns like a screw like movement, rapid cyclic movement that shows by the flagellum, and at the same time pulls the organism forward through the water. By the help of the water, organisms pulls to the forward, and with the help of the spiral rotation. Okay, By the help of this spiral rotation, organism moves to the forward, pulls to the forward, okay, around the axis of the movement. Student, it is about simple conical gyration movement is also shows by the flagellum. These are three types of the movements are present in flagellar locomotion.